thanks to all our active patrons who have contributed a lifetime of $100 or more to reach Garuk Dong level status.
Here is the list of those special patrons in order of contributions.
If you would like to support our show, check out the Commander Smiths at patreon.com. Ooh, welcome to the Commander Smiths.
We are the Commander Smiths.
I'm Adam Smith.
And I'm Lowry Smith.
Don't worry.
We're cousins.
Woo, buddy. This was a tight one to get it started on time.
Right.
I know we're going to get Renshai jumping on saying,
it's on time.
Man, there was
we're on time.
Yeah, just a little like background of how like the shit show up until the cast started was my computer was at such a bad lag. It was like a minute and a half. Like it was insane how bad it was. But then I did a restart and it came back up and then my computer died. And I was like, oh, that's probably what it was. My computer was, well, you said it when it got back on. I was like, yeah, my computer was unplugged. And you're like, was that the reason? I was like, well, maybe the computer was putting its resources into staying alive and not, Bee Gees, haha, staying alive.
Yeah, it's
but
it's older than we are.
Well, I'll do the Wyclef Jean version. That's one of my favorites, right? When he remade
I don't know
that
if I know
one.
that one.
Yes,
Down
you
till
do.
November.
No, it's the same CD or
that's the only good song.
No, Staying Alive is freaking fantastic. I'm going to send that to you when we get off the podcast.
I would prefer if you didn't.
So yeah, that was it was the reason why mine was a minute and a half delay is because my battery was dying. So for I'm not kidding, for about 45 minutes there, I'm like, motherfucker, I got to get a damn new computer. Like my computer's shot. This sucks.
That would have been
bad. But yeah, this is episode 313. What do we got in store? One episode past 6 years for this episode.
I don't know. I got to write this down. Oh, 313. I already did. Look at me.
Look at you.
Planning. That's all I wrote, though.
Renshai and RoboCop talking.
You want to see my notes for this week? You can't. It's a white piece of paper.
You want to see mine? There.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's
there.
Obviously, yeah.
Well, if you would have looked close, you would have seen the Smith Savant card, but you didn't look closer. You can't see that anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are we doing today?
Yeah. So we are taking all of the precons available throughout history and time.
Ooh.
And we are going to tell you the best valued precons that they have put out, where if you purchase it at whatever price that it currently is going for, you will get the best value. So
kind of
the money gap in between. Also, the other caveat is has to be under $100.
Yes.
So we're not going to be like, hey, go buy $150 one and you'll get whatever X amount of value. But if you spend less than $100, you can get some value.
Yeah. All right. We got Seth on here too. All right. We got Renshai, RoboCop, and Seth. Okay. So we got that. We got Stump the Smith Savant. This is week number 5. You haven't been to week number 5 in a while. I think you normally you get stumped either right when we get to the second card,
3 or 4.
Yeah, that's your number. So this week it's Mr. Quinn. So Demonic Mango is gonna be trying to stump you this week.
This should be easy, huh?
Oh, I don't think he's stumped you yet. Has he? He did stump you at one point, but the recent ones I don't think he has.
It's all a blur. Yeah. I hardly remember.
So yeah, that's pretty much.
That's why I got caught on Crucible of Worlds 3 times.
You don't know how many people still want to do Crucible of Worlds just because of that. Like they're like,
probably right.
Do this version of Crucible of Worlds. So you should probably just have that as like a card you go over once a month just to see the flavor text of it all.
You would think.
Hey, I don't. You know what? I've never like asked you about is like, have you ever had a stump where the flavor text comes through and you're like, I know that flavor text because I saw it. It's not like you put it together. Like normally you piece it together by what's being said, by maybe the clues. But have you ever been like flavor text? You knew exactly what it was when we've done this game. Like, I don't know if there has been a time.
I'm sure we have.
I know that you've
most
said
of the time
I
I
recognize that one.
I definitely know this one,
Right.
but I can't piece it right now. So that means that I've seen it, I know it, and I have to figure out where it goes. And most of the time I've seen
it's pretty much when Renshai gives you Stump, then you know it.
Right. That's one. Yeah, Wasteland, the Wasteland that he gave. I was like, yeah, I know this one.
Oh, hey, Tommy Olsen. He's one of our new patrons. You're gonna get a little shout out here in a little bit once we get to the tags here. Thanks for jumping in, buddy. And speaking of drinking wise, I don't know why I said speaking of. No one was talking about drinking. So speaking of
only
drinking,
the people in your head. Hey, you should drink.
I'm drinking an Elm Creek Brewing Company, so Minnesota. It is Squirrel Cheeks peanut butter milk stout. Actually, really good. I'm not, and I wrote this on the Discord, not a fan of peanut butter necessarily. I did like them in the beginning, but sometimes they get too peanut buttery. And this
you don't like peanuts, like in general.
I don't like peanuts, but I love peanut butter. So there's
right.
I hate peanuts. I love peanut butter. It's me in a nutshell.
Do we need to make a peanut butter or like a peanut channel as well?
You mean like our potato
channel, peanut channel?
All these, you know how many channels there would be of food that I don't like? Like our channel, that's all the Discord would be, is just channels of everything I hate. But it's very like a slight peanut taste. So I like this one a lot. This one's actually one I would buy again, and it's pretty reasonable.
Wait, hold on. Does peanut butter not taste like peanuts to you?
It's that dry crunch to those to peanuts. I don't like it's not a texture thing, but it doesn't taste the same. I think it's because they add the sugar in with peanut butter and all that stuff. But when I eat I can't eat peanuts, just straight up peanuts. And especially the ones in the shell. Ugh, get it out of here.
Okay, that's what I was actually kind of thinking in my head, that you might not like that little like dust coating.
Yeah.
Because it has like the hard shell, and then it has that like paper thin shell over it.
But yes, but then like the peanuts themselves almost have like a waxy feel to them. I don't know. It doesn't taste. I need the sugar.
That's called oil.
I need the sugar from the peanut butter. I need it to be, unhealthy and fantastic.
Do you like chocolate covered peanuts?
I eat anything with peanuts.
But that has sugar.
But no,
I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay,
like, could you like lick it and then instead of have it,
what are we doing?
You're licking nuts right now. Visualize that. And let's say instead of salt, you look like a cat.
That's how I'd lick nuts if I.
All right. Okay. And then you dip it in like powdered sugar.
That's the short for this
granulated sugar, and then you ate it. Could you do that?
No, I mean I could do it, but I don't. No, I don't like it. If that's what you're getting at, I'll give you this one thing. I don't like chunky peanut butter. In a pinch, if that's all I have, which we don't ever have that, but if we're somewhere and that's all I have, then I'll have chunky peanut butter. So when we did the Grand Canyon,
would you ever pick the chunks out of chunky peanut butter?
Well, that's what I was about to tell you, is that when we did the Grand Canyon, that's all they had for peanut butter. For some reason, they wouldn't get creamy. They got fucking chunky peanut butter. What the fuck is wrong with you? But
this is the best.
Because we were like lacking food, it actually tasted really good. So that was the only time that I ate chunky peanut butter. I was like, oh, and we did it on like the tortilla shells. Do you remember doing that crap? Like it was Cindy and we talked about this the other day.
It's called a peanut butter banana burrito, and then you put a banana in there.
Look at you.
Do not.
No.
Jesus.
Peanut butter and jelly. Eat it like a normal person.
No. Peanut butter banana is way better than jelly.
Cindy likes it, peanut butter and banana. Of course she does. It's a banana. That's
what does that mean now? What are you saying? You better go apologize.
No, but there's what we were just talking about like this week was there's a lot of things we ate at the like going down the Grand Canyon that when we got home, we're like, we gotta have that. Remember, like they had the mayo that had like the relish in it. It was like it was a certain kind of spread. It was like a weird whatever pickly.
Okay, yeah.
So we like got all the stuff that we had, the same stuff, because I remember asking the guides going down, like, what is this? So we got it and got back and ate it. And it was like, this was like 100 times better when we basically didn't have any food down in the Grand Canyon.
When you're hungry,
you can
eat.
So that pretty much we ended up throwing it away because we didn't make it anymore. Like, this isn't as good as we thought it was. But yeah, I didn't go get chunky peanut butter because chunky peanut butter sucks. I think that's going to be the next poll: chunky or creamy. I'm writing it down. Poll.
Well, okay. I would not say that chunky's going to win, but chunky has its merits.
Like your Starburst argument. You guys all thought your crazy flavors.
I was hardly in that argument. Unless I was the one starting it. I don't
know.
Like I said,
you were the second one.
Stuff.
It was the first person that said, I think it was Doji was talking about the Starburst ice drinks and the order that he likes it. And you're like, no, this is the right order, blah, 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 blah. I was like, you guys are fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah,
it's
that
pink.
was my fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it started.
Whoops.
Yes, this is the peanut butter podcast now, Renshai. Stop it.
Team creamy.
Oh yeah. I'm right there with you, RoboCop.
I guess I'm team nutty. I don't know.
Team nuts.
Team nuts.
I'll just write that next to
creamy
yours
nuts?
for the poll. Team nuts.
Because there's still creamy in the chunky.
Team cream.
I guess Team Chunky would have been the appropriate name, not Team.
You're team nuts and I'm team cream. So
all right. Team cream.
I gotta make a circle so I remember. I will remember this.
No, how about this? Your poll has no context and just say Team Nuts and Team Cream.
What's the picture am I gonna use? not suitable for YouTube. We get shut down. It's nothing to do with peanut butter.
Right.
Oh, we talk about magic here, guys.
Why are we doing this? I do love nuts in my mouth. Mixed nuts all the time.
What was it on the Discord? They said that we are the Malort and fart poop podcast.
That's poop. That's Doge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Was there anything that you actually wanted to talk about instead of this tangent that I got us on?
I got one more little tangent just about this weekend. It's kind of a funny story. So we got Jumanji the game, like just a board game or whatever, and we're playing it. And
I'm glad you're out.
What? Oh, well, that's the part that I'm about to get to. This is going to be pretty funny. So they do like challenges of like you press the button and it's like you have to go. You flip the timer. You have 1 minute to go find 5 articles of clothing that you'd wear in the jungle, and so you have to run and go do that. My youngest, Zeke, go get 3 things that you would bring on a safari in Jumanji. And so he gets up and he starts running and he runs to his room. But then like they had it blocked because they built a bunch of forts in front of their room and he didn't know what to grab. And so he started freaking out. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, not like, oh my gosh, like crying hysterically. Like he was just like, I can't do it. Oh my gosh, I don't want to be sucked into Jumanji. He literally thought the game was going to take him because it has a little globe thing in the middle you press and it's a video thing, like swirls and does like the game does.
Okay.
And so he was in full on tears. We had to take a little break. Cindy had to talk to him and he was like, I just thought I was going to if I didn't get it, I was going to get sucked into the game.
That is one intense way to play board games.
Yeah.
Don't ever play Trouble with him. I'm going to be in trouble.
They're not they're getting better. Let's just say about a year ago, or not even that, like probably 8 months ago, board games losing was not very good. They're just actually kind of bad with board games. So have you played with your kids at all with board games yet?
But no, I ignore them as much as possible.
It was such a douche canoe.
There's like a Pokemon board game where it kind of teaches you how to do everything there. And I wouldn't say that Lowry's like a bad loser, but he's definitely a bad winner. Like, I'm better than you. You're not even good at this game. You're like, motherfucker, I just played
God,
3/4 of what you're doing.
Sounds like someone I play Magic with on a regular occasion. I mean,
hockey?
No, I mean,
not me. You're not talking about me.
I would just say build a better deck.
I mean, that sounds like somebody I know. I don't know who.
Are you saying that cockiness is genetic? Is that what's going on? Because I don't talk that way around him.
I learned from you, Dad.
We've worked on chess a little bit. Candyland was fine.
You do shoots and ladders yet? Because the devastation when they're about to win and then they hit that ladder that brings them almost all the way to the bottom. That's a fun one to deal with. The games typically end with when you go all the way down.
Just wait until they get to Monopoly.
Yeah.
We do goldfish, or what's that fishing game where it like circles around and you got to get the yeah. I mean, those are the games that we have. I don't think we have shoots and ladders.
You should get it.
Candyland.
There'll be tears.
They haven't really cried over when we play board games or anything yet, but like I'd keep it really, really casual.
One thing that we did if they do start having issues is we added like games where there's a winner, right? That's where they will have a problem. Like if somebody's winning, whatever. We added in for the person that loses, like the jelly beans, the things that we take, we added that in as like a thing for the person that loses. Then it's more fun because they're just, and we give them the hot beans. No, I'm just kidding. Just the regular jelly beans. Yeah. Drake wants to take those. I was like, it says 17 plus on it. I'm sorry, buddy. You can't take it.
That's a good point.
But the jelly beans adds in like a fun part of like losing, you know, like Zeke still doesn't want to get that because he doesn't want to be the last one, but
yeah, it's gross.
Drake freaking loves it. He's like, you suck. Here's the jelly bean. Doesn't do you suck, but he's excited to give the jelly bean. He's not like your son where he calls people out and shames them for being an idiot.
Right. You're bad at this. And you're like, kid. So yeah. That's all right.
Should we get to the podcast?
Malort meter is at $10.
$10.
Right now we're going for 100. I didn't even bring the ranch down.
If we hit it
close,
Lowry's gonna go upstairs and get it. If we hit it tonight, but that's a lot. That's a big one to get to. We're not expecting to do that. But again, we do have whenever we hit it, as long as we're not in Stump the Smith Savant. Like if we were just about to start it and we hit it, I think we could handle drinking that. Well, that'd actually be pretty hilarious to hit that right during Stump the Smith Savant.
If it's after, like midway, that won't happen.
No, because we wouldn't have time to finish.
I'm drinking water, so I can start that whenever. But we want enough time for us to be able to drink it too.
Yep. So again, it is the Malort meter is the ranch flavored Malort drink. It's not a shot, so it's going to be not just 30, 45 seconds of just awfulness. This is going to be a long 3-shot drink with and Lowry I'm going to be very curious of how yours is going to be because you're using actual ranch instead of what
I didn't learn my lesson. I did not adjust from last week. It's still just
a bottle of ranch
from the bottle.
So the sooner you guys hit that mark, if Lowry gets smart and gets the powder and all the mixture stuff, you give him time, he's going to be able to get it, and actually it won't be so bad. But I really do want you to do the just bottle of ranch.
Good.
It's going to be gross.
Great.
All right. Should we get to this dang
Should we start tags?
All right. You can support the Commander Smiths in multiple ways. You can support us by becoming a patron, like our new patron who was just on the stream a little bit ago, Tommy Olson. Where is it? Oh, I thought I was on the right one. No. Oh, there we go.
Welcome to a meat forest.
That sounds like a fairy tale of a meat forest.
Just love that one. So thank you for becoming a patron, Tommy. That is a financial way to support the show. You can also get kickbacks with that. If you're $5 or more, you can get proxies each month if you so choose. The higher you move on the tiers, you can get foil proxies like one of our prizes here. This is a foil roaming throne that you can get if you're on the higher tiers there. Another financial way to support the show is to support on the live stuff. When we're at YouTube right here, you see the Malorto meter. Once we hit $100, we will have to take that drink. Then it resets, and we will have a different drink each time we hit that. It'll be a different Malort type of drink. And it's anytime we're live. So if Lowry's building a deck or I just built a deck last week, if you can donate then, it doesn't mean we're taking the drink then. It just is if you're doing the donations whenever we're live, as soon as we hit that $100, then we will be doing those drinks, right? I mean, we didn't really talk about that, but I was thinking it because this was still going when I was doing my video. Does that sound good? You know? Yeah? Or do you only wanted a podcast thing?
No. Whatever.
All right, I guess sorry, I should have said something before. I'm like, hey, I'll just leave this up and whenever we're we don't get very many donations when we're single. When we're together, that's when we get the donation. So I wasn't really too concerned with it. So so that is another way to financially support us. Each little $25 mark will take the jelly beans that I was just talking about. So that is a little incentive to get to one of those marks. Another way that it is actually financially supporting the show is, did I say 4 ways? Because I really meant 3, because there really isn't 4. I don't know why I said 4 if I did. So there's really 3. The third way is just
is turn my brain off a little bit when you're doing this. So I'm not listening to the
listening. Oh no, there is 4 ways. There is a reason why it's 4 ways, because we have to talk about the store. The store is the other one.
All right.
But I'll stay with YouTube for a second. YouTube, if you have a choice of listening to us, if you listen to us MP3 wise, you can watch us on YouTube. It gives us a fraction of a penny. It's sometimes they add up to a penny. You can watch tons of videos there as well. Make sure you subscribe. We had a few videos last week. Curated came back over the weekend. What was your curated? This card almost made it into my deck that I will talk about in a second. Bubble Matrix.
Bubble Matrix. It's a 4-mana artifact that prevents all damage to all creatures. So yours, theirs, all that damage prevented down to 0. It's a great pillow fort card. Or if you're going wide and you're going to have more creatures than everybody else, nobody's creatures die. Crackback might be pretty bad, but it does some good work in certain decks.
So I almost put it was like one of the last 10 cuts. But in my Anzrag, which I did that deck this last week, the Spotlight deck. So check that one out. Nice. That's a really interesting deck, by the way. It's gonna be
God.
Yeah, when it goes through, it's gonna be game over pretty quick. So this might be one of the more powerful ones. We'll see when we get it live this weekend in real life. But what I was thinking about when I did the video is I said Bubble Matrix. If I at any point have more creatures than anybody else, like everybody else, then the game's over. Because if I'm able to tap I'm able to protect my Mole God, tap the force everybody to block, then at that point I can just keep swinging through and kill each person one at a time. Because then you're making the Mole God get blocked. They always have creatures. You kill that player, move on to the next. You have more creatures. You just keep going around. It still might make it in. That's one of the first cuts for sideboard. Bubble Matrix I've never played with it. And so I was really excited because I have it, because it is a reserve.
It is reserve
list. Yes, reserve list card. And so I was like, oh, finally I get to play with this card. But then I don't know. We'll see. It might make it in.
And actually, it's the first time I've used it. I'm pretty sure right now. I've had it for a decade, but I have it in my Tesa deck where it's a lot of just like extort going on. And so I can just leave creatures up and keep extorting and draining everybody one and gaining life and stuff like that. So it's funny that we're both playing it brand new and we haven't played with it if ever.
Yeah.
So
I've had it for a few years. I think when the reserve list back in 20 21, I think, is when I picked it up finally. Before everything was getting hit again, I was like, oh, I don't have Bubble Matrix, so it'll be cool. I want to see how that one works out in your deck there. So hopefully you get to play that this weekend. Also had a secret lair. We had a surprise secret lair that is going to be going for sale a week from today. It is the Sheldon secret lair, so it's a dedication to Sheldon. I should check that video out as well. One of the better drops. Excuse me. One of the better drops all around. Like not only like card wise, art wise, flavor wise, like everything about it is fantastic. And
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's a good, very good drop. So be on the lookout for that. And the good thing about that drop is half of it is going to a cancer charity, and at least I think it said, what did I say, 250,000? I think was what I read. At least that amount, if not more, depends on how much sells and all that. And it's as many as you want. Like if people, they're not putting a limited quantity out there, so this one's going to be quite nice. So, all right. Last way you guys can support the Commander Smiths is, hang on, let me pull this up. Card preview is check out the Commander Smith store. Forgot to mention this last week. Get the music off there. So we have the Commander Smith store. We're going to be adding some more stuff here shortly, but at the moment we have our t-shirts that Lowry and I are both wearing. One of the t-shirts. There's the one that's there that I'm wearing. Lowry's wearing the Malort one. We have the tokens. We have the mugs that are all up for sale. Again, we have the, if you spend over $100, there it is, $100 or more, we have our prototypes of the metal. These are metal. So these are commander holders. So your commander fits in right there. And it has Mr. Garuk right there. There's only, I think it's 18 of these left at this point. So as soon as they're gone, they're gone. So that'll be the last time we do the bonus for that. So make sure you guys check out that. Just a little tidbit or a little information on t-shirts. They take about 3 weeks to make. I've had to email the place that we get from, and they take about, they just got done printing the ones that we ordered about 3 weeks ago. So just be prepared for that. If you're ordering t-shirts, it's just going to take a little bit. So all right, so that is pretty much it for YouTube, everything there. You did get us started on Instagram, right?
I did. We are there. I've been posting some older curateds just to kind of get the ball rolling and figure it out. But I think that's all that's happening. That's where curated will be for now. And then
may I ask, did you start Facebook? Because you've been sending like Facebook videos. And I think it's weird because you normally were sending TikTok videos when it's on text. You're like, check this video. I'm like, why is this coming from Facebook?
I've just been on Facebook.
I was like, maybe
it doesn't happen often, but just in a string of it, I guess.
I was like, oh, maybe he's got the Facebook one going.
I did, but I don't know. I think it's connected to my personal account too. I was like, I don't like this. We're not talking about this, but
okay. So don't check out that one yet, but you can check out X or Twitter, whatever. We still are there. It's a thing. And then you can direct message us by sending us an email at commandersmiths@gmail.com. All right, so let's get to our main. Oh, I do want to point out one poll really quick before we get to the main topic. We did have our poll from last week. What is the most friendly counter spell? And overwhelmingly, it was Arcane Denial was the winner. You got. Well, look, I didn't realize we got 200, almost 20 votes. That's the first time we broke 200 for YouTube. Well, anything. Why did I say for YouTube? But Narset's Reversal came in second. Cryptic Command with 8% of the votes. I guess you should say this because the people listening. So Arcane Denial had 71% of the votes. Narset's Reversal 18%. Cryptic Command 8%. And Corrupted Resolve 3%. I don't know why I put it on there. I just thought...
I don't. You did it just to spite me. Like, that was a bad choice, Lowry.
No, I picked two of yours, two of mine.
I noticed that. I appreciate that. But it feels like the art with staple verses where you're like, I'm going to pick Lowry's worst.
Hey, Cryptic Command is pretty good. It's pretty good.
And I'm going to pick my best ones.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, so that was last week's episode talking about the counter spells. Let's get to what we're actually going to talk about now. I don't really have a button for that, right? Fave
Mouth button it?
5.
No, it's not a Fave 5.
No, it isn't, but it's our top 5. Right?
We don't.
I mean, it's our top 5 in a way.
Have we ever done a top 5?
Best valued precons, 5 of them.
There we go. Can you button that in your mouth?
We're doing a lot of things with the mouth
Best
tonight.
value for preconders.
Preconders? Is that like
Yeah.
pre-commander? Precon commander?
Precon commanders, yeah.
Preconders.
Glad you got
I like
that.
All right.
It sounded.
All right.
Everybody else would have got that too.
All right. So let's start off with number 5, which is Mystic Intellect. What is this? 2019. I was like, when did this one come out? It says it right there, Commander 2019.
Great.
So what we are actually doing is Moxfield has uploaded all the precon decks onto their site.
No, that's Wizards.
Wizards of the Coast says it right up there. Right?
Yeah.
I'm pointing at my screen. You guys can't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. See, I'm pointing at it right there. So this has what it's actually going off of. You see the bottom here. We have the price there. It's taking the Card Kingdom prices. It might be a little bit higher.
Which inflates it a little bit.
Yep, might be a little bit higher, but the thing is then you're getting all the cards in one spot. When you do TCG, you're buying from a bunch of different vendors. You're going to get shipping costs for all those other things. It does change the price a little bit down from there, but we're just going to go off of CK. That's kind of the default there. So Mystic Intellect, this is currently going for, on TCG, not Card Kingdom there. We did go, because that's easy to just buy one thing. $77 for this commander deck, and as you can see from the bottom, we have a total value of 141. That gives
Where
us,
does all that value come from?
actually
This is number 5, by the way.
yeah, number 5.
But-
We're gonna work our way down. So that's a plus $64 value. Really, the main value comes from this little guy right here, Dockside Extortion.
little guy?
Yeah, that little guy.
That little guy.
Yeah, Card Kingdom has it at 85. You can pick it up a little, about $10 cheaper at TCG. But for this particular version, $85. And then you also have a Ghostly Prison. I mean, there isn't a ton. Really, Dockside takes up a big chunk of this one. But there's a bunch of $2 cards in this.
I love Scare Prone. Or is that Scare Tiller? Scare Tiller.
Which
That's
one?
a great card. Cheap. But
one
it's
is
the
that?
4-mana artifact in the middle there.
right there.
Yeah.
Man,
I
this is
really,
too
really
small.
like that card.
Let me get this a little
Backdraft
bigger.
Hellkite on the top left corner. Nobody can see that shit.
Sorry, I'm gonna do it
Oh.
so we can see it a little bit better. There we go.
Yeah, I like Backdraft Hellkite, the top left dragon. That's a personal favorite of mine. I know it's not worth a whole ton.
Well, that's not showing a preview of it. You mother effer. Sorry. Come on, show me the preview.
I didn't do anything.
There, I guess I got to do this way. That's the way we got to
Yeah.
do it. Okay. This,
Precon is really cool.
yeah, that one's really fun. Like
Yeah.
when Trombley made that, and actually I was at number 2's house the other day, and somebody was playing this deck, and I was like, I like that card, being able to pick the way that you want to attack, and that's the only way you do it. It adds a different dynamic to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Wait. Okay, so we should mention this again. Should we mention it's under $100, and it's really just the difference of how much it costs and how much it actually is worth. So that's the value of the...
So that's $64 or whatever. That's the value that you're getting, kind of based off of Card Kingdom. We already said the caveat of like CK is kind of inflated in that price when it comes to, but it's easier. There's less calculating shipping costs and stuff like that. Savant's Reclamation was an expensive card before the reprint in Dominaria Remastered, but that's a solid card if you don't have it. Stormheart is an old finisher. that
old
doesn't happen
finisher.
anymore.
I mean, it's in my will deck, and it's actually won the game a couple times, or once or twice. You were in that game, remember? When I Teferi's Protection myself. I played it and had like 48. That was at the cabin, at my cabin. 48 of the little dudes or whatever, and then I was like, oh, Teferi's Protection, so you guys can't touch my stuff. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, with your will deck.
Yeah. Will is
Yeah.
pretty brutal with that. Was there any others?
Strands is a good card.
Soul Ring's a good card. No, I'm just kidding.
There's your Ghostly Prison.
Ghostly
So
Prison.
This is definitely a solid deck, especially like it's a nonchalant deck without Dockside.
Yeah.
But if you're out there going, God, I wish Dockside wasn't so expensive, and you feel bad about buying that one card, go
Dude,
buy this.
you get
And you break even. You get
Right.
all of those cards in that deck.
You get 99 other cards,
Right.
and you have your Dockside for the exact same price. That even on the cheap side, look at that. Dockside on the cheapest is pretty much what the deck is costing. $77. $73 if you're going to TCG. That's as cheap as you can get that card. So yeah, that is a great point there. Okay, what did this do? It moved on me. That's what it did there. All right, our next one. Why don't you bring us into this one, Lowry? Number 4 on the list.
Which one? What is it called?
Let me get up there for you. There you go.
All right, you got Enduring Enchantments. This is from the Commander's Master Set.
Oh, you
mother-
motherfucker. You're a bastard. Do you remember when you said it's not going to happen?
What Scott to you?
Scott.
$90.
No,
We hit-
we
we hit
hit
100.
it. Damn it. Oh,
Holy
no.
shit.
I thought we had weeks on this. I thought it was going to be
I
a slow
also
grind.
thought-
Why did Trump just show up
Trump's
on my... He's mad. Wait, I got to do my news thing. What was that? He's pissed.
Oh,
Oh,
Weird.
damn
You know.
it. Oh, no. I was not prepared. I was prepared I was nervous last week. I'm not...
Yeah, no, I was
This week, I was
heart
like,
rate
it's not going
a
to
lot
happen.
higher right now.
We got to do this like... We got to have time. We can't do it. Okay, let's finish this deck, and then you're going to have to go get your stuff.
Yeah. And you can kind of prep and talk to it. But okay, Enduring Enchantments.
Shit.
This one has a this is the green, white, black one from Let's Ranch It Up, baby.
This
Whoop,
is gonna
whoop.
suck
So, but
bad.
this is enchantment themed. It's from Commander Masters. It's a solid deck. Like you can play this out of the box. What can you get it for on TCG right now?
$50. So this one's $27 cheaper than the one we just talked about. The value, as you can, actually, I don't know if you can see that on the bottom. It isn't showing it on the bottom. No, the other one did. The value is $115 for this one.
Okay.
It has
If
quite a few
you
more.
are interested in an enchantress style deck, this has a ton of playable cards in it for you. A lot of new ones that are quite good, and ones that aren't worth much but are still really, really good, like that demon right there.
Right,
That's
this
a
one?
cheap card, but it's good.
Yeah.
That's a really good card with enchantments.
So we
And
have
so
Composer of the Spring is a $6 card.
Yeah.
You have Dryad of the Elysian Grove, which is a fantastic card, $15
Right.
at this point. That's your big guy. But then you also have Ondu. Where is Ondu? It's a
Spirit Dancer. It's
Right
5
there.
mana right there.
yeah. That's a $14 card. And
It's good.
Ghoulish Impetus. I think that's enchant.
That's down. Yeah, enchantment black.
Yep.
And that just it's goading, and then it kind of comes back to your hand when that creature dies.
Yep.
And Death Touch. It's a good
Mirari's Wake,
impetus.
Starfield of Nyx. I wanted so Mirari's Wake goes up and down, but this one, it stays
It
consistent.
tends to recover.
Yeah. But then also Starfield, where is it? Of Nyx or whatever?
Yep, that's right. Nope. Down
Right there.
bottom. Yeah.
It's only a $3 card at this point. This was way more expensive before this reprint
This was
happened.
an $8 to $12-ish card before that reprint. And it'll come back. It's a great card for enchantment decks.
Yeah.
And so if you are interested in an enchantment deck, go and get this. This deck will get more expensive with time.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
You take all the ones, the Composer, Dryad, Ondu, Ghoulish, Mirari's, and Starfield, and that's over the $50 of what the deck is worth. Obviously, you're over the amount, but 115, you got a bunch of, like you mentioned, all the enchantments and stuff. You don't have a lot of things that are just like pennies. It's all actually pretty good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And enchantments are very popular. Like you mentioned again, you're going to have enchantment decks or commanders that come out, and these will continue to go up. You want to use most of these cards here. So
Yeah.
this is great here. All right, so Son of a bitch.
You do you. I'm gonna.
Well,
I'll be back in
I'm
a minute or two.
gonna start prepping my stuff. So okay, this is what we're gonna do. While we're waiting for Lowry, this is gonna be a little bit of a pause break for the YouTubers here, but you can just see how this is done, I guess. First thing first, damn Malort. I got all my stuff here. I got my cup, my measuring stuff. Oh no. Okay. It's almost like I'm doing some drugs or something here because I got a plate to crush the chips up on. Actually, here's my Doritos. So let me just open it so I can crush it. Because you got to make Dorito powder. So I was worried about this podcast being a little shorter because we were just kind of going through the 5 commander decks. And I was like, well, if we go really quick with it, this is going to be shorter. Now with this, it's not going to be short. Okay, so I got those all crunched up. That's going to be my powder. I will put that on the plate. Oh, it's not powder enough. Hang on. I see Lowry moving in the background there. So what it entails here is 3 shots of Malort. Oh, and I have my cream. Speaking of cream, wasn't I the cream? And Lowry's the nuts. Okay, so cup there. I did get ice, so I could sip on this. That's what this thing is. Full of ice.
Ice is a good idea.
Yeah,
Right,
you
I'll
don't
get rid of this
have
plate
ice.
What?
You don't have ice with you?
My Malort is cold though.
Oh, okay. Mine is room temperature. So, Lowry, I've already crushed up my bag of Doritos. I got to get my 3 shots of Malort. Ugh. This is just going to be terrible. Okay, so I don't
A
have...
glass.
I'm
a shot glass.
killing one. That's 1 bottle down.
Fork for mixing. And a bowl just for all the gross.
All right.
All right. Let's see here.
So 3 shots of Malort. Oh, God.
Fresh bottle.
Ugh. All right, there's 1. Hang on, let me get it over this so I'm not... Oh, shit.
What?
Shit. I got to
What?
change this up. You got to do the glass first before you pour everything in. Did you pour stuff in?
What do you mean I need to do the glass first?
You have to rim the glass with the Doritos.
I don't have Doritos. I'm not rimming it. It's
What?
That'd make it good.
What? No, you got to rim it with Doritos. You cheat.
I'm not rimming it.
I am rimming all over the place.
You want to add that to the poll? Do you want cream, nut, or rim?
Rim. I got to figure out how I'm going to change this out.
Oh, that was so gross. All right.
Give me a second because I do want to rim it. Hang on. Yes,
That's
I
why I
said
moved
rim.
my mat. I'll do a little bit of spill. I need a towel. Oh my God. All right. How about this? That was a mistake. All right. I need to wipe that up with my robe. I guess it smell like fucking Malort. That is a lot of Malort in 1 glass. Holy shit. All right. So right now, Adam's gone. I'm going to try and do 2 shots of ranch. Just to, like, I want it to be like drinkable, not. And maybe you want to see me just chug down ranch too. I don't know. Oop, oop. Oh no! That looks so gross.
That is disgusting. All right, I'm pouring all my only 1 shot so far, but I got to rim this glass, so I'm going to lick it.
I don't think I actually have room in my glass for another shot of ranch anyway.
How many shots do you have in there?
2 shots of ranch, 3 shots of Malort.
Okay.
I'm not happy.
So there's my powder, I guess. That's not very good powder. This is going to be...
This looks like I put... Oh my God. Do you see that? You see that?
Oh my god. That is this doesn't work. Look at the rimming. It didn't do anything. I don't think I have powder enough.
You're doing all this work. Oh my god.
There
That
you go.
looks like I dropped frosting in there. It's just solid.
Gotta redo this. We're gonna spend a half an hour getting this damn drink ready.
Oh my god. Well, I have a feeling that it's worth it, I guess.
Worth it? No, it's not. This is gonna be off. Oh, that's gross. That is wet. That means it's my saliva. Ugh. Ew.
All right, I'm gonna start mixing this.
We gotta take it
Oh
at the
my
same
God.
time. I know I'm a little
It
bit.
looks like it's glue. It's sticking together. All right, give me a second. It's starting to come a little bit apart, but I don't think this is going to. Yeah. Oh. That's not how it's supposed to be. That is.
Oh, this is not gonna work. I don't think I can rim it. Like this is like they're too big of chunks. Like how in the hell am I supposed to?
You should have blended it first. Oh my god. This is not. It's not like coming. It's fully. It's curdled. That's what this is.
Oh,
Because it looks like it's still separate pieces.
okay.
Like they are.
rimming is
I'm
not
going to
gonna
be
work.
having ranch and Malort, not Malort ranch.
I'm trying to get this really wet. That's what she said.
You
Alright.
you try to lick that rim and get it real
Yep.
wet.
That's not working very
Alright.
well.
That's a butthole right there.
All right. I guess I just have a bunch of Dorito powder.
I'm just trying to mix it, man.
Oh, I got all this Dorito shit on my
Oh, this is gonna be awful. That is.
Okay.
All right. Doing a picture. All right. Everything should adjust. Look at that.
I don't think
beauty.
I can get 3 shots in here. I'm gonna do it in my big cup here then.
Look at this. It looks disgusting.
I gotta do it.
I'll wait for you.
Yeah, wait for me. All right. I'm just putting it in the big cup because I think I'm not gonna be good at all of them in there. All right, there is.
I did prep a puke bucket.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Come on, Malort. 4. All right. Oh, I don't
God.
want to. I got it on my fingers. I don't want to lick my fingers. It's my 3rd shot of Malort. When I went to go get the cup, Cindy was there. I was like, "It happened. We're taking the Malort." And I was like, "She's like, give me a kiss before I don't want to smell you later." Oh, why did I lick my fingers? Damn it! Okay, so then now I gotta do heavy whipping cream. 3
All right.
shots of this, and then 3 scoops of ranch powder in.
I think that's the part that you're. It's a Devil's White Russian. That is such a good name.
So
This is-
creamer. Oh, it's. Oh,
And
that's-
this is it falling in there like it's caulk or something? Like if you
no, mine is creamer. yours is caulk. This is such a
Caulk.
big
what do you
glass.
call it? Cock?
Yeah. This
You
is
spread that cock
such-
when you're doing some work.
That's such a freaking big glass.
It looked like I dropped. Some type of construction. Maybe it looked like PL 500 or whatever 400. Good planning. See, this is why I just went with ranch, because I knew it was gonna be
Okay.
a recipe.
Yeah, mine
Like
is.
you are. Oh my god.
Yeah,
What-
but yours is curdled.
Well, I'm done. We could be drinking right now.
All right, I'm opening the ranch packet. I'm doing what he did in the video. Everything but the rimming it because that isn't working. All right, so there's ranch in there. I got to do 3 scoops of that with it. It's a 1/4 teaspoon. So there goes 1, 2.
I don't think that was our math, but maybe.
Yeah, it was. It was
yeah,
all
it was the math.
three
You're right.
parts. Now I use the
Oh,
spoon.
that does not smell good.
Hang
That
on.
does not smell good at all.
Oh God!
That right
Look
there.
how
like,
big this is.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
this is 16 ounces at least.
there should only be like 6-7 ounces.
Well, no, because it's 3 shots and 3 shots. I don't know why it's.
Right. The shot's
Oh,
only
because I have
1.5
ice. I have
ounces.
ice in
So
it. I have ice in it.
Oh,
I have ice.
okay. That is probably miscalculation on your part.
Well, I want it cold at least.
I sniffed mine, and that is the first time where like my heart and my stomach sank. It was like, what are you doing to me? My
Alright.
brain registered. Smell it.
Hang on. I'm
Smell
just
it.
making sure. Oh, it's just there's all sorts of chunks and not chunky, but it's like it has the ranch. Ugh.
Right. It curdled on you too.
No.
You're fucked.
No, it didn't. It didn't curdle. It just has the ranch flakes in it.
Can I get a look
Yep.
at yours?
Yep.
They've gotten a look at mine.
See if I can tip it.
Oh, you don't have a clear glass. Yeah, that's not worth it. Okay, I don't know. Hard to see. You're gonna have to get a cup next time.
Well, I have
So
a cup,
people
but
can-
it wasn't gonna fit in the whole thing. But
Yeah.
do you want me to? I can get a bigger cup and pour it in there and then drink it.
No, it's fine.
You sure?
Let's get to this.
Alright.
Let's get this shit show going.
Scott
cheers.
and
Scott.
RoboCop, because RoboCop
Yeah,
started it
RoboCop.
last week.
Oh my god.
Shit.
I already want to puke.
All right, you ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my god.
It's not well, it's not as Malorty as the shot.
No.
It's very ugh. It's
Oh.
like I don't know how I'm gonna drink this whole thing. How are we spending it a whole? I might need like 2 episodes to finish this. Oh shit! All right, let me do another one.
You doing another drink? I just want to watch you see how it is. Right, that's a shot through the system. Oh my god.
I didn't think of a garbage can, but I'm glad I got one. I'm not going for it.
Yeah.
I'm going for the powder and eating that to get rid of some of the taste.
definitely never going to want to eat like sour cream and onion or Cool Ranch or just ranch in general. That I just have one gulp. I don't think I'm going to be able to sip it. I will gulp it. Chunks in, chunks out. I'm not going to be able to, yeah.
This is
Oh my god.
Oh man, give me a second. I'm gonna get a different glass so you could actually see this really quick. Give me a sec. You drink
All
some
right.
more.
I'm gonna did we no. All right, I'm gonna try another one of these. Holy crap. Number one, it's not smooth by any means on my end. It is I could chew it if I want. Like I could like filter it through my teeth and then just have chunks of ranch. All right, another sip. Oh. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh fuck. Okay, I should be able to fit this all.
Oh. It's like it's weird. It's so weird.
The thing I'm worried
It's-
about is spilling. Ugh, shit.
Right. I removed my stuff in front of me and I just have my desk at this point, but
I'm gonna do it over the garbage can.
it's so weird. I am a third-ish done. I need to oh my god. Let's get in on that. Look at the fucking
bottom of
floaties
that.
right there. This is so gross. This is so gross. All right.
All right,
It's just
there's
there is
what
an
there's what
instance
mine
of
looks like.
wanting to puke.
Lowry. There's what mine looks like.
That looks like it's together.
Yeah, it is
All right.
together. It's,
Yeah, mine is not.
Fuck.
Thank you, Cole, for the hashtag Team Forest Walk.
What?
Because
What?
this is
I
fucking
wasn't
awful.
there.
Look, hey, he's just trying to support me.
Get
All right?
the fuck out!
Oh my god. It's like if I was eating like carrot in a veggie dip while drinking Malort at the same time. Oh yeah, my but like it's so weird. Like if you haven't had Malort,
It does. I will say
it's more bitter right now. Maybe because I'm not drinking a whole ton, but
I will say it doesn't hit that punch like Malort does.
yeah.
But it really doesn't taste like a drink you should be drinking. Like this
No.
tastes like, I don't know, like it just doesn't.
It's wrong.
It doesn't
We
feel.
should not
Yeah, it
be
doesn't
doing
feel
this.
natural. Like this
You
is
should not be doing that. The
especially
body.
like I understand if it's a shot, like oh gross, but for it being a drink, this is just terrible. I mean, look at the film it leaves on the side. Like it's,
Right.
This is fucking gross.
Yeah, it has a thick consistency, very creamy, I would say. Yeah.
It's not good.
It's there's that moment of very much coming close to puking.
I don't like this at all. we might have to rethink this idea. This was milk was a very bad idea. Malort was a very bad idea. Oh shit!
All right, I'm gonna take another drink.
Yeah,
Cheers.
and then we
cheers.
should go to the next thing.
Oh, that was close.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
I have to have a drink of beer just to get a different taste in my mouth.
Ugh.
Oh,
Oh, that was so close.
if either of us puke, that is going to be our short. I'm going to cut it up.
Oh my god. Malort is always a bad idea. Fully agree.
All right.
Fully agree.
Now, should we move on to the number
I need a break. Yeah.
number
I
3
got
on our list is
That's how much more I got left.
oh man, you're beating me. I have a lot left.
You got the ice.
yeah.
The ice probably make it hard to like kind of make bigger
yeah.
sips.
Yeah,
what are
because
we, what are we doing
All
here?
right, so actually a relatively new commander deck, and was one of the most popular ones, Blood Rites from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. So that just came out last year, 2023 at the end there. This is the vampire deck. You can currently pick this deck up for $40.
Not a bad deal.
The value at this point is $108. So that gives us, the last one was a plus 65. This one is a plus 68. Some of the notables is Bloodghast, which is a $4 card. Blood Artist is also a notable in this. It is a $3 card. Alenda the Dusk Rose is a $3 card, but that was what at one point $15-$20, but it only had that one printing. Isolated Chapel, another $3 card.
Yeah.
But the two big guys,
Elandra has been getting reprinted
Yeah,
now
a couple times.
because it was in Double Masters 22, and now this, and so they're keeping that one down. I really like the 5 mana legend right there, 4 down on the left, just to
yep.
the left. I like that one.
Yep, it is.
Carmen.
That one's almost a $3 card at this point, so that's a good notable
Okay.
there.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Sun Titan, but as things get sacrificed, it gets bigger and bigger. It has flying, and then whenever it attacks, you can bring something back that's power equal or less. And so
yep.
that's lands, that's anything, any permanent. You can just bring that back into play from your graveyard. So I really like that as a Sun Titan alternate, and it's a little bit cheaper. So
And then the big guy is right here, Charismatic Conqueror. Let me get rid of this little advertisement there. Charismatic Conqueror is a $18 card at this point. It's a fantastic card.
it's really, really good.
Yep. Saved me in a game actually playing this where somebody went infinite with making doing the Thopter thing, making infinite 1/1 tokens or whatever, but he wanted to have them as blockers. So then I got more at the same time, and I had out life gains for every time a creature came out. So one of the priests or whatever. So this one actually kind of saved me because then I was almost duplicating with how many they were getting.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so that one's fun. And then the other big name one, we'll go back to some of the other guys, but it is, what do I have here? It is it's Exquisite Blood. So Enchantment is a $20 card, at the $21 card actually at this point. Right there. So we got two big cards that are almost about $20 or more in this one. There's a bunch of vampires, so good tribe stuff. Let's see, the Monorox.
Yeah, vampires are a very popular tribe, and the other thing to note too is here,
Doing
like
this again. Here
versus the first one we talked about with Dockside in it. There's a lot of decent reprints in here, and they haven't had any chance to bounce back. So this is like a lot of low prices. How you doing there, bud?
This got to breathe.
How you doing?
Make sure that when you're talking, I can take the drink because I won't be able to talk for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super happy of the chunks on the side of my glass. That's fucking awful.
I feel like I've seen that movie before. Never mind. That sounds really gross. I haven't seen anything like that. That's not it. That's not in my repertoire of adult.
You sure that's not in your algorithm?
No, it is not. Well, no, my phone's off, so I won't hear that.
Are you sure? Yeah, it's hearing you. But yeah, I think this is a solid one, especially again if you don't have that the charismatic conqueror.
Yeah, you got it.
Like that's a $20 card that'll pay for half your
So
deal.
you get
right
those
off the bat.
Those two cards pay for the whole thing.
Right. So this is the deck to get if you like vampires. If you don't have one or two of those cards on their own, tons of draft value to trade away. Lots of new vampires as well to fit into, and they're good for vampire decks, but also there's plenty of utility out there. So, great deck to go and pick up right now.
All right. So that is number 3. Number 4, Laura, you got this one. It's another newer one. It's kind of nice because they're cheaper because they're newer. So,
yeah. Well, and I do think they've stepped up the goodness factor of Precons in the last year as well. And they, but Elven Council from the Lord of the Rings commander sets. This is the green blue deck. Actually, probably my least favorite. Second to last favorite is middling, but it's the green blue
for what it does. What you're saying with the commander.
Yeah. I'm not. There's a lot of voting going on, and I'm sure it's a lot of fun. But it's not something that I personally really liked and didn't have many places to go. But what's making this deck like be worth it?
So we have Arwen Weaver, which is one of the first ones. This little guy right here. So that one's a $4 card. Overwhelming Stampede. That's a nice little reprint there. That's a $4 card. That's the.
I do want to say that I really like that it's all fairly unique art and Lord of the Rings themed-ish as well. So I do like that aspect for sure.
For sure, yeah. Because you don't get the same Overwhelming Stampede with the, is it rhinos that are in the picture normally?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got the elves and everything there. We also have Raise the Palisade, which is one of the newer ones. That is right there. God, this thing just keeps getting up there. This one is was it $15? Yep, $15. I guess I could look right here. $15 card at this point. It's the choose a creature type, return creatures that aren't of the chosen type. This is it's a one-sided especially if you're playing tribal stuff to get everybody else's stuff bounced for only 5. So this is a fantastic card. I just made a proxy of this one, by the way. And then we have Heroic
Patron.
Yep, exactly. And then we have Heroic Intervention. We all know what that card is. But it is a fantastic card right there. One of the best protections in green. And then you have Swan Song, Lightning Greaves, and Rejuvenating Springs, which is the Battle Bond dual land-ish.
Yeah,
Does it not?
Those are all solid.
So, you're looking at, what did I say? It was $46, and this is worth $115. So it gets you a plus $69. Oh, yeah. $69 with this one. There's a lot of cool stuff. And like you mentioned, I really like that we have all the Lord of the Rings stuff. You know, you get reprints, but they're different art. It's fit with,
Lorien
Lord-
revealed right there. That's a $2-3 card.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't write that on my list. Yeah, that is
You got
$3.
Preordain in the Lord of the Rings art.
Yep.
Is that Kodama? No, that's not Kodama's Reach, is it?
Just
Just below it. Preordain.
Rampant
What's that one?
Growth,
Oh, Rampant Growth. Okay.
Seeds of Renewal, and then Sylvan Offering. So yeah, not Rampant in there. Yeah, so there's just a lot of good stuff in this, a good stuff deck. There's a lot of good cards. $115 for a $46. That's a really good profit margin right there. Plus, all
And
Lord of the Rings.
plenty of elves that are small and cheap, but in different art and very, very
And
even elf. You
of
got
course,
elvish.
They throw in Hornet Queen, which they throw it in every damn
Yeah.
green commander deck. It doesn't have to make sense at all, but it has different art. So, but yeah, this one's really good. The deck itself, like you mentioned, maybe not your favorite. If they would have added in, rolling the dice, it'd be even better for you, right? I mean, that's what,
No.
all right, so that is number 4 on the list, and then did you have anything else for that one? Or pretty good.
Number
to move
2 on the list? No.
or
we're
number
good.
2. Yeah, sorry, number 2 on the list. And then we move to the number 1 most profitable commander deck, and this is from the Dungeons and Dragons set, but it's Nalia. It is Party Game or Party Time. Sorry, Party Time. And like I said, this is from the Dungeons and Dragons set. The biggest thing with this one, there's a lot. This one is like stock full of a lot of profitable cards. But the biggest one that we want to talk about is Black Market. So Black Market Connections is a $24 card. This one is currently at $62, so it's a little bit higher than the other Precons. But the value of this one is $132. So that gives you a plus 70. $1 more than the one we just talked about. All these are within the same range. We started with our number 5 was 64, and we end at our number 1 at 70. So there's only a $6 difference between these. But this has a ton of stuff. You have Mother of Ruins. That used to be, I don't know if you still play with that one a lot, but that used to be your baby. It was almost in every white
Not a
deck.
lot right now, but I agree. It's one that I really like.
I'm trying to see going off the top of the head instead of just looking at the list of stuff. Let's see. So we have Grim Hireling is a $8 card. Mother of Ruins is $7. Deep Gnome.
Yeah, Deep Gnome Terramancer right there. Bottom. Yeah.
There he is right there. Deep Gnome is I put $3, but it's $4 there. Selfless Spirit. That one's one of your favorites too. There's a lot of
that's a big favorite of mine right there. Sacrificing it to give everything indestructible. Always going to be good at 2 mana, flying, cheap.
There she is. Selfless Spirit there. Seasoned Dungeoneer. That one actually jumped up quite a bit, and then I think has since come down. Where is Seasoned Dungeoneer? There it is right there. So that one went up to like $10 at one point because it was starting to be used in like Modern or one of the other formats. I only care about Commander, so I don't know. It got used in other formats and is no longer like the bee's knees. But you got also Maskwood Nexus, Skull Clamp. So Maskwood is 9, Skull Clamp's back up to 12. Like that got a lot of printings, but it's back up to 12. And like I mentioned, Black Market Connections. Where's my enchantments? So there's our Skull Clamp there.
Skull Clamp.
Yeah. There's Maskwood Nexus up to 9. And then there's your Black Market Connections, which is a $24 card at this point. And then Castle
And
Lock.
that just got a reprint too.
Yeah. Castle Lochthwain, Mutavault, and War Room are your lands. So Mutavault's 11, Lochthwain is 5, and War Room is a $3 card. So all in all, I mean, that's the most out of all of them that were over $3 out of all the commander decks we talked about. And you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different cards that are at least $3 or more in this one. You only have one that's over 20, but really in all of the other decks, if there was anything over 20, it was one of them. Otherwise, you had some teens and all that stuff there. So as for the deck itself, I bought this one when it came out because I wanted Black Market Connections. There's some good stuff. Like, I don't know if I'd play the deck, maybe. I don't know. I haven't played this. What is this one again?
Yeah. It's kind of cleric and party, or like
you look at the top card of your library
team.
anytime. You cast cleric, rogue, warrior, and wizard spells from the top. And then beginning of combat, you get if you have a full party, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control that are those creature types, and they gain death touch. So it's not probably one that you would, I guess, even though this is the most value one, I don't know if I would say this one is the best one to, like, if you wanted to buy and start playing. Did you just took a drink? I just saw your head moving a bunch. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I have half of mine left, but that's ice in there. So
I got one more drink left.
All right. You talk for a second and let me see if I can catch up.
No. Ugh. Do not spurt that out your nose.
Okay, it's gotten worse.
God.
It has gotten worse.
It's awful. Thank you, Scott. And
I'm
RoboCop.
eating these damn chips.
I wish I had chips. I wish I had some. I had water. Water was not a good choice either. But that's it. Those are the 5 that we would go after. 2 that we kind of noticed that are brand new. Deep Clue C, the one that we did a couple weeks ago, that's the clues, green, white, blue. That has a lot of really good reprints in it, not necessarily any bangers for new cards. To whereas one thing that we noticed in this trend was to make it worth the Precon, it was like a new banger of a card. Like Dockside, you have Black Street Connect or Black Market Connections, your face makes me like remember what we're doing.
I don't like this. I don't like
this is awful. But Trouble in Pairs is a great card, and it's going to be expensive. And
what were you saying when we were texting? Yeah, what's the price of Trouble in Pairs? And
on Card Kingdom, because that's kind of where my credit is, it's a $26 card, and then the entire thing is $38.
So it's almost
and
worth.
So it's just kind of like, but it's sold out at 27 or whatever I just said. So I'm like, I should probably just buy the Precon and get a bunch of extra stuff. It's probably, and then actually have the card too, because I was hoping to go down. Totally wrong on that aspect. But I always hope it's going to go down.
What are you talking about there?
I'm at least consistent. And so those are the things like that have the longevity of a Precon and their value. And so, like we were talking about the charismatic champion,
charismatic
like
conqueror.
Those are conqueror. I can't think straight. All right. It's awful.
He just
ranch makes it worse. And so those are things that are big kickers that allow the Precon value to just kind of keep going. And so the new red white one seems kind of rough, but it does have that banger in there.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
That's what we said when we did that video too.
We weren't going to. They're not the value there yet, but we'll see what happens.
I don't feel like that's gonna end. Okay, let's move on to the last thing, and then we gotta have that drink done. Whoo-wee. All right, here we go.
Last one.
It is time. It's time for everyone's favorite game show, Stump the Smith Savant. Oh, just mentioning, if you guys know of any other Precon decks that you thought we missed, that you thought had better value, I'd like to see those in the comments so we can check those out as well. There's a lot of Precons. Oh, I froze. We don't want that to happen. Come on now. Let's get back to not being frozen.
I finished.
Is that what you always say?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see how delayed I am. I'm waiting.
Who knows? 1,
2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wow, it's like 6 seconds. Okay, so you're gonna see my delay of taking the Malort and all that stuff. All right, if you guys don't know how this game works, I'm gonna read the flavor text of a card, and Lowry is gonna try to guess the card by asking yes or no questions. Every yes, he'll hear this.
Hello, boobies.
Every no, he'll hear this.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
If he gets up to 5 wrong, he is considered stumped. He gets up to 3 clues. If he gets everything about the card but can't guess what the card or get what the card is, he will get the initials. If he has a bonus clue left over, or he has a clue left over, he will get a bonus clue that should help give it away. The card has to be in at least 10,000 EDH rec decks. You do not just have to be a patron to enter. So if you're a patron, you can send me a direct message on Discord or even an email at commandersmiths@gmail.com. That is also for people that are not patrons. They can send it to our Gmail. I think that is it. Oh, this week's Stumper is Quinn, also AKA Demonic Mango. And like I mentioned before, we have the Roaming Throne proxy foil. Come on, show me on the camera there. There it is. Roaming Throne in foil. And then also one of the black and blue surveil land, which is the Undercity Sewers. It has not yet come in the mail, but that is a foil one of that as well. So every 3 weeks we add to the ante. We are on week 5 of this. So if Lowry gets it this week and next week, we'll add another card. Current record is 80-27. And here we go. Let's show you the flavor text. Do you like it, sister? Its dreadful visage was inspired by your own. Do you like it, sister? Its dreadful visage was inspired by your own. All right, I'm going to take a drink while you're thinking about it.
All right, so
Ugh, what if you got a delayed
barf.
Ugh,
oof.
you're done with
I think-
yours?
Yeah.
I
I'm
feel
done.
like mine is. I don't feel like it's going away. It's like Willy Wonka's never-ending
You still have
Malort
so
drink.
much there. You still have so much there.
I'm licking my plate of Doritos, Dorito crumbs.
So do you like it, sister? Sister makes me feel like there are a handful of siblings in Magic history lore. You have Gissa and Drolf, and that's what I feel like this is. You also have Kamal and gal. I don't remember her name off the top of my head right now. I want to say she taps to deal 1 damage or something, but I don't think that's her. So can you tell me if this is from Innistrad Plain?
Hello, boobies.
All right, so this is...
Oh, you meant to ask. Sorry. You were saying, can you tell me? I should have said, yes, I can tell you, right? Is that what you were asking?
Yeah. But I mean, that's
If I didn't know.
simplifying it. That's what, if you could, that's the question. So I would say that this is Gissa or Geralf. So that puts it in a, is this blue and or black color identity?
Hello, boobies.
And I would assume he's a Stitcher, so he's making zombies, and so I'm going to guess that he made a zombie, which would be a permanent. Is this a permanent spell?
Hello, boobies.
Oh,
I gotta
is
finish
it
this one.
is it a zombie creature type?
Wrong.
Okay, we can first clue, please.
The art features what can only be described as Frankenstein and his monster.
Repeat, please.
The art features what can only be described as Frankenstein and his monster. And by the way, I forgot to mention this. Chat has been eliminated, so chat can play along. If you guys think you can know it before, Lowry, try to guess. Jackal has been guessed. It is not Jackal.
Is it okay? Well, I guess the art kind of does it. But is this a creature?
Hello, boobies.
All right. So this is. Can you say the clue, please?
The art
Again?
features what can only be described as Frankenstein and his monster.
Frankenstein and his monster. So they are two beings in the picture. One is likely Geralf, and then the other is whatever he made. It's not a zombie, which, oh, not a zombie. Is that not a zombie? What is that? As partner. I'll take a second clue, please.
The text features. Wait, I wrote it weird last night. All right, it gives a popular tribe, popular OG tribe, evasion, and an activated sacrifice to make more of that tribe based on butts. Let me give that again. The text features gives a popular tribe OG evasion. That's what it was. OG evasion. And an activated sacrifice to make more of that tribe based on butts. Need it again.
Yeah, one more time.
The text features gives a popular tribe OG evasion and an activated sacrifice to make more of that tribe based on butts. And I will take a drink. Hopefully I can finish this soon. The ice gets in the way, so I can't take as much in. Oh,
Yep. The ice is your problem. That is.
This is a bad
Jeez
idea.
Louise, this is a good one. Oh, okay. This is likely. What's going on here?
I will say the Dorito powder helps.
It helps.
Yeah, because then after I take the drink, I lick the powder.
So that we called it, instead of licking nuts, though, you're licking
I'm licking powder.
powder?
No, don't worry about it,
sounds
Scott. That was you got us to test to see how this was going to work out, and I think it passed with flying colors. This sucks. Just a constant torture.
All right, so off script, I know Mr. Quinn built a zombie deck. I want to say that it gives zombies. Is zombies mentioned in the text? Is that tribe?
Hello, boobies.
All right. Is it giving flying?
Hello, boobies.
So I'd say, so it's sacrifice a zombie to make more zombies. So the question ends up being, it might be literally Geralf. So we got two. We know it's a creature. We know it's blue or black. I guess I'll take the third clue. I want to say this is the newer Geralf, though. But yeah, third clue, please.
Okay, hang on a second.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah. That was a close one.
Yeah. No, there's definitely a couple of like.
I'm trying to finish it, so I'm like going quick, and it's not getting
Fucking
better.
move.
It's okay.
Oh,
This
God.
card is in 15,000 EDH rec decks.
15.
Yep,
15.
15. Yep, sorry, 15,000 EDH rec decks. Only printed in Crimson Vow
Okay.
and most seen in the Scarab God decks. All right, I tried chips before taking a drink. That maybe helped a little. But it really just meant the right side of my mouth where I would chewing was taste good, and then the left side was just ass.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have some texting tomorrow of what our next one's gonna be. This was your choice to go out with a bang.
If you're in the Discord, you can post a video.
Oh
that
yeah,
you
we gotta
wanna
do
watch
that.
us
That's
but it
right.
has
We
to-
gotta
It
have
can't be a shot necessarily.
No, it's gotta be a drink. And
Gotta be a drink, but maybe we drop it back to like, yeah, we'll have to talk.
I definitely remember when we were talking about the prices, and you're like, "Oh, let's be down and whatever," and I was like, "Oh, I think 100 should be the thing." Like, we don't want this to happen very often. Definitely don't want. Can we change it to 1,000? No, I'm just kidding. I'm like getting sweaty. Like, this sucks.
I'm still hugging my ball. Like, this thing is.
Oh yes,
fucking-
please give us a thumbs up if you guys are watching this. Give us a like on this video, even for the disaster
Just
that is
the
this.
titty thumbs up. I want to say that this is. Can you repeat that third clue, please?
I'm done. That's all that's left is ice. It's ice there. Ugh. Hang on.
Yeah. Yep. No, talk to me now.
Third clue. This
Yeah.
card is in 15,000 EDH rec decks.
Crimson Vow.
Only printed in Crimson Vow, and the other version, the double feature, which is whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
most
same-
seen in the Scarab God decks. No, that is not
So-
correct, Seth. No one's guessed it yet.
I'm very certain that this is.
All right.
Is it the? Is it a human?
Hello, boobies.
All right. So, Geralf.
Hello, boobies.
Don't know that part. That next part. So I need to figure out all the wordage.
Which kind of sucks that you took that third clue, because I think you need that bonus.
Probably. I probably do. But I kind of needed it to confirm. I at least have a picture in my head. I just don't know it. So that'll be a good one. Mana cost is 2 and a blue.
Hello, boobies.
We know that it's a human. Am I allowed to ask if there is a secondary creature type?
There is.
There is. Okay.
You also don't have the complete what it does. And it's
Yeah. I
Power
have
toughness.
I have a secondary creature type. We know that it's Crimson Vow. You kind of gave that away. Sorry.
well, no. Oh, where I said that.
Yeah. Sometimes that has to come into play or not, but maybe it hasn't for a long time. I don't know if I've even said that.
Yeah. No. Normally, I don't care about the set.
Just
Yeah.
the ranch talking.
So I need one more. What the card does. I need another creature type, and I need its power and toughness. So you got the first part that it gives zombies flying,
Give zombies flying.
but you don't have the second part of my text clue. And then the power toughness is all on you. I don't ever give you that part, like, but you kind of normally know the range of where that's at, and you only have one wrong at this point. Remember when I said this was going to be a short podcast? Thanks, Scott.
Right. That added.
I really
15 on
appreciate it
here.
though.
I don't even know, or I can't look at my phone. Is power is 2?
Wrong.
Shit. I thought it was like a 2-4, but maybe it's a 1-3.
I like that you didn't say both, because then if it was just completely wrong, you're trying to figure out at least one of them. That's a smart way to do it.
I totally thought that.
I know, I'm
I
so
thought
smart.
that one through.
God damn it, Ranch and Malort.
Stitcher is not a creature type, so he'd be a human.
You know, next week we owe Scott 1, 2, 3 jelly beans because he hit all 3 of those marks.
For sure. Not doing it this week,
No.
bud. Oh my goodness. So he's a human something or other. Geralf, comma.
Yes.
You don't need to do it. Is in the second part is Stitcher somewhere?
Hello, boobies.
All
It
right.
is. But that means there's a third part.
There is a third part, yeah. I knew that part.
Because there is a Geralf Stitcher.
I want to say it's I want to say it's like Geralf something Stitcher. God, I swear he was a 2/4. I don't exactly remember the wordage for that secondary part.
You don't have to be exact, but if you're... So let me give you... So you can kind of work this out. The text features gives a popular tribe OG evasion, the flying. You got that part.
Yeah.
And an activated sacrifice to make more of that tribe, which you already figured out, based on butts. Got to get that activation.
Activation wise, it has to tap.
Hello, boobies.
There's more to that.
Yeah, there's. But I am not 100% on that. I'm not. I'm not.
Ugh.
So it's. I mean, I feel like you're kind of saying it already, but it is creating zombies.
Yeah, Scott H is on now. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Hello, boobies.
He said the ranch is kicking in.
Right. That ranch is rough tonight. Felt like I went to the wrong kind of salad bar.
I wish I could have told seen what the difference was between our 2 drinks. I don't want to ever make this again, so I don't want to taste it.
Nope.
But
Terrible idea. We could do yeah. All right. We focus 1, 1, 2. Maybe it's a 1, 2. And I already got confirmation that the power toughness is offset, right?
no, you never said that. Ask that.
Power toughness is different.
Hello, boobies.
No one else has guessed it on the chat.
I want to say it's like the greatest Stitcher in the world. Geralf.
Oh no,
Geralf.
Scott. I'll be changing the Malorto meter to a different thing.
Yeah.
We'll be Discord will be voting on what we have next, and then we'll start it back to 0.
Geez Louise. We have.
So, what do you think the secondary creature type would be? I feel
Yeah, that's where I was going right now, and I am struggling.
you know
with
it's not
that.
zombie. You got human.
Like yeah, it's human. For some reason I want to say like lich, but I know that's not a creature type. It's not an advisor. It's not.
What normally goes along with humans?
Yeah.
I know human is the most common creature type, so it kind of goes along with everything. But you're talking about a blue card with humans. Zombie would have been what I thought would be with it. It's not that. So what would
he's
it?
he's not a zombie, and human zombies are like opposites technically. So, is he a wizard?
Hello, boobies.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Like
so,
it was in my mind, it was like shaman.
but that'd be
so I need to
green, wouldn't
focus
it? Wouldn't shaman
on-
kind of be more of a green? That's how I'd feel.
Yeah,
in my
it could be red,
feels.
green.
In my
Agreed.
feels.
I was
Okay.
just trying to think of what Gissa is, and I don't think she's a wizard.
All right.
So
So now we got to get the power toughness. You already guessed. Is it a power 2? That wasn't right.
is it power 1?
Hello, boobies.
All right. Now you got the power. What's our toughness?
It's either 2 or a 3, and when it's 50-50, I always guess wrong. Is it toughness 2?
Wrong, 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 wrong.
It might be 4. Fuck. I was thinking 2-4 originally. It might be 1-4. I'm gonna feel real stupid if I go 4 and then it's 3. Is it 4? Toughness 4?
Hello, boobies.
You got that right. All right. So we got our last little bit. You got that it taps to do its ability. Let's read that part again. An activated sacrifice to make more of that tribe based on butts. So you got the tap part, but there needs to be another little cost to that.
So you got to sacrifice a zombie, and then you're making zombies for its toughness. Hold on. Let's go back. You need to sacrifice a zombie.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
One more wrong and you're out.
I don't think I'm gonna get there. Geralf.
Now you
All
go
right,
back.
so is this where I need to go, like, just fucking focus in on that
Yeah,
name?
right. I know you're like one guess. So now you go back to that because you don't have enough to get anything else wrong about the text.
Yeah.
No one's gotten it on on the chat. There's quite a few people on and no one's gotten it.
Where you at, Renshai? Where you at? Okay. Geralf something Stitcher. I want to say that it's like Supreme or the name of where he's at. So we're talking Geralf. It's not like Supreme. It's not. They're Stitcher. Geralf blank Stitcher. Geralf.
Can I be honest with you with stuff? When you were the first, before I even gave clues and you were like knocking it out like it's Geralf and blah, 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 I had so much of my drink left. I was like, fuck, he's going to get this and I'm just going to have to chug it in the end. So that's why I just was drinking as fast as I could because I thought you were going to get it right there because you were right on track with everything. I mean, you had it. It's just getting the actual the name is right now.
It's new enough to whereas I don't have all of the specifics yet. And I don't think I bought this card. It's
yeah, I don't know
this fucking eye patch and it's going like this. So I want to say it's probably where he's from. Scab Stitcher? Could be. That's what he's stitching. Scabs. Sounds gross.
Oh, you got a scab there. Stitch.
It's SKAAB. That's what the type of zombies that he makes.
Oh, you got a little scab? Let me stitch that to your other scab there. They got one big scab. No one's getting this one at this point.
And there's
oh, that's it.
right, they get flying. I'm trying to think of what different sections there are on Innistrad, and I am blanking on that, unfortunately, because I feel like that would be good. Oh, that ranch is hitting hard.
Yeah, I'm feeling everything. I'm like,
I feel everything.
I got my beer.
You should have microdosed this a little bit better.
Ranch. Got my booze.
Microdose this Malort ranch. Just little sips. Can we get a jelly bean of that? Jelly Belly? Malort ranch jelly.
Taking my powder of Doritos.
You got that pow pow that you're snorting? Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm okay. I should just guess. Is it Scab Stitcher? Giralf's Scab Stitcher?
Wrong.
Congratulations, Quinn. Larry can't get past that 5 weeks. No, you actually, this was the first you've been in a while. All right, so let me. I don't think what it does is going to help much, but tap 1, tap it, sacrifice another non-token creature was the bit there.
All right.
Then you create a XX zombie where it's as big as its toughness, so the butt.
I don't think I was gonna get that either way, because I was like, it'd be a 2/2 zombie, and then for as many zombies as that there was. So I was way off on that part.
So then the word you're missing has to deal with seeing. Does that help at all?
Seeing, like with your eyes?
Seeing, yep.
No.
Giralf Visionary Stitcher.
I wouldn't have gotten there. Oof.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah. So the crazy thing is you got Giralf so damn quick. Like I was saying, with the Malort thing, I was like, fuck, I got to just start chugging this. But so I was really impressed by just... Okay, I got to write this down because when I switch, it's Stump that throws it up. So I'm trying to... This is a side note of stuff. Never mind. I was very impressed by just the flavor. That the first thing you said was, well, siblings, Giralf. I was like, fuck, he's going to get there before I even give a damn clue. I felt like you were... Like, you were just rolling through until you got... Did you get one wrong in the first bit?
Yeah, I went until I got something wrong, and that was zombie.
It was
15,000 dex, Scott.
Yep. I think it was almost 1,000 as this being the commander, or maybe not. It might have been 800 something for this one. But Stump chat. Sorry, I just have to connect all these better. All right. Good job.
Ugh.
Congrats. So next week we will... Oh, wait. What do we change to next week? We're going to be doing, then since you lost, we're going to be doing a Staple Versus next week, right?
Oh, we should.
Yep. So Staple Versus will be next week. We will take a little break, 1 week break for the Stump the Smith Savant. Make sure you guys enter because, speaking of, I should draw. Should I draw now or should I wait until next week after Staple Versus?
You're gonna forget.
That's a good point. Okay, so let me
do it right now.
So this gives you guys a benefit since we don't have a ton in there at this point. Well, we do. I mean, there's a lot in there.
There's enough.
Yeah. But we had at one point probably 40 or 50 people that entered. So it really, when we start getting to the cards and when we start getting up the ante, that's when everybody's like, boom, boom, put my name in. So you're gonna get drawn. Like if I forget to draw, then I just go on the list of like the oldest one there. So
Scott wants to be auto included into
Scott,
Stump Night 2 weeks from now.
Did you even like submit yours? Wait,
you got one in, Scott?
But here, is this the same Scott that did the? Because now you're Scott.
I don't know.
Did you
I
change?
can only read the first part.
Shots of Malort with chicken broth. That sounds awful. That's not a drink. Renshai, I don't even think you have one entered. So you guys need to enter. If you guys are watching right now, you need to enter. And just ask me if you're entered, because then I can check to make sure. All right. So the next stump, which will be in 2 weeks, will be Hatchmandu. Will be our stumper in 2 weeks.
Very
so
cool.
We'll figure out a proxy. It'll probably be this current month's one of the ones I haven't even done yet at this point. I think I'm going to be working on the Surveil lands here pretty soon because I don't have them yet, but I need to get them. I thought the prices would go down. Instead, they went up. We've talked about it on the Discord, but I have 1 out of 10 at this point. So, good for me. Anyways, that's the ranch. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, RoboCop, for giving us that terrible drink.
It's good. It's called experience and growing pains and learning, and it's awful.
I'm just glad we didn't puke.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, that's awful. All right, guys. that should do it for this week. We will catch you guys next week.
Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you, Scott H. Thank you, Renshy. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Scott, who donated. Thank you, Cole.
Love boobs. Thanks
Red
for the
Squirrel.
memories. I love boobs.
What else we got? Parks, RoboCop, and that should be everybody, I think. Oh, we got Tommy on there too. Thank you guys. You have a good week. We'll see ya.